I'm the dog of the division. I'm the boogeyman of the division.
You can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing you. He can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him.
I'm the dog of the division.
WBO welterweight champion Terence Crawford views himself as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the sport. For this reason, Crawford does not pay attention to the fact that Vasily Lomachenko, the lightweight champion of the WBO and the WBA, is considered the best boxer in the world by some of the mainstream media. Crawford goes on to say, "I have not given that much thought. It's not even in my mind. My mind right now is on the date that I will face Khan. I'm more focused on that than pound-for-pound lists. That recognition will come. It will come for me. It is to keep winning and showing myself at the top fighter as I've done. Everything will fall into place. I see myself as #1 on the list, but everyone has their opinion." Now, my thoughts on the famous who is pound for pound. One thing's for sure, the pound for pound list has been cut down. The pound for pound list was Vasily Lomachenko, Terence Crawford, and Errol Spence. One thing's for sure, Errol Spence is not on that list no more. Okay? He is not on that list no more. You guys can forget it. Okay? He's not on that list no more. So it comes down to who's pound for pound? Terence Crawford or Lomachenko? As you know, and as you should know, that pound for pound status is subjective. It's who you view as being pound for pound. So everybody's opinion will differ. But if we had to put it on a normal scale, I've already told y'all in several videos my definition of pound for pound and what I view as pound for pound. Pound for pound is a fighter that can maintain his power and his athletic prowess and his skill set while going up several weight classes and down. Okay? To me, that's a pound-for-pound fighter in a nutshell. Now, being that people judge off different things like boxing resumes and stuff like that, when it comes to resumes between Vasily Lomachenko and Terence Crawford, it's going to be what you view as what kind of fan are you and how you observe boxing. Because if you want to look at it as just names and stuff like that, Vasily Lomachenko is going to trump Terence Crawford. If you're going to look at it in terms of accomplishments, Terence Crawford is going to trump Vasily Lomachenko. I don't care how many amateur fights they want to bring up or what he done in his first fight or whatever, because when you stay that long in the amateurs, it's a reason why you're moving like that. But I noticed that a lot of people will say when I try to suggest that Vasily Lomachenko fight a certain kind of fight or a different kind of fight, everybody say, forget them. He doesn't need to focus on that. He's chasing undisputed, blah, blah, blah. So I notice when it comes to Vasily Lomachenko, they put a lot of emphasis on he's chasing undisputed when you suggest a fight that's out of the path of undisputed and more of a spectacle fight. His fan base tends to say that, well, he's chasing undisputed. What's more important than that? Cleaning out the weight division, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, they want to tell you that Lomachenko is pound for pound over Terence Crawford when Terence Crawford has already cleaned out several weight divisions. So what are you saying there? That's what I want to know. Crawford is undisputed in several weight divisions, okay? A champ in several weight divisions, okay? But at the end of the day, like always, I told you, is whatever a person feels at the end of the day. There is nobody's definition can overrule somebody's favoritism for a fighter at the end of the day if they don't want it to. So I would just end it with this. Terence Crawford says, and he believes that he's #1 pound for pound, and I would have to agree with him. And even if you guys don't agree with that and you guys side with Lomachenko, well, it's going to be hard to deny that Terence Crawford is pound for pound #1 when even your favorite fighter says that he's #1.
Who do you think's #1 right now?
Кто ты думаешь сейчас #1?
Я думаю, что это Crawford.
Crawford.